It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9, come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle and Co. What up, North? It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9, come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9, it's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the jet, yeah, shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big 4, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Bring it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby.
All right, we good, Lloyd? Sound good? Look good? Appreciate you and your hard work. We are live here recapping LSU versus UCLA as the Tigers win. Tigers win. Tigers win. It's
Tigers win. Tigers win. Tigers
It's okay.
win.
We're back here. We are not in the party box, as you can see. We have upgraded, moved around. It's been a
Downgrade.
well. I'm no longer sleeping in an air mattress. It's not as cool as the party box, but I'm glad to be in an actual bed, no longer an air mattress. With Lloyd trying to steal the freaking blankets, somehow slip into my bed. Weirdo. But we're live here. Appreciate you guys joining us as we're going to recap LSU versus UCLA.
Come sleep with me.
It's been a long day. It's been a fun week.
Long day is an understatement, brother.
Yeah, it's been.
We were in the doldrums,
Yes.
the crack den. We had to move immediately. We had to call our parents, which is sad. But thank you, Casey.
Yes.
for
Shout out to my dad. Yeah.
getting us into a real hotel because we were in
We
a
booked-
room that looked like Breaking Bad.
It was terrible. It was. We opened the door and it was absolutely unbelievable. I couldn't believe where we were.
The beds weren't made. There was cum on the sheets. the TV was
It was
pulled all the
completely
way.
disheveled.
The TV was pulled all the way up into the bed, and I was like, "Well, this is how I live." And we
It was terrible.
had to sleep.
It was
We
terrible.
slept.
And the chat can't control themselves right now. We've got, oh boy, this looks like a Diddy party. Bust out the lotion balls. Who's getting oiled up first? Lord have mercy.
Jeez.
But the reason we weren't having a show this morning is because we were in a trap house of a hotel that didn't have Wi-Fi. We had no way of going live, and we honestly wouldn't have wanted to in that.
No, there was no way to go.
Frightening
There was no way.
place.
We shout Tom Gurney again to Go Mart. Starlink is out the window of the hotel. I wish I could show you what we're trying to do to give y'all content.
Through
Y'all
the
just
win-
want to be rude.
Cord through the window, down to the ground, Starlink pointing up to the sky.
We do it for y'all.
The complete, the media table is completely done up here by the TV. We've got us on the TV, the whole deal. We appreciate everybody joining us as LSU gets their second win, which was split up over 2 days. I have my notes from day one. I didn't take notes today. We did not make it to the Chuck today. We instead enjoyed it on the television.
We
But-
did so much traveling that we just couldn't make it. We
It
would
was
have
just
been late.
We needed to decompress.
Yes.
Needed to decompress, and now
A little
we are
pizza,
live.
little
We had a little
decompress.
pizza. We watched a little baseball. Now we're live to talk about it all. LSU wins 9-5 over the Bruins. They take care of business, and LSU is on the winner side of the bracket now as they are 2-0. It will be Arkansas versus UCLA tonight. And you said, you saw Root is starting
Yeah.
for Arkansas tonight.
Wow.
Shout out my guy Brett Sherman for letting me know.
There you
first.
go. As if anyone missed it yesterday, was it Gage Wood, his name? Went absolutely nuclear against Murray State. A no-hitter, complete game. What was it, 18 or 19 strikeouts?
19.
It was-
17 was the record by Ty Floyd
Yes.
in that game 2? Game 1. Excuse me, I was there.
Yes, you were.
LSU, shout out John Peterson. If you want to come back, come get me because we are trying to figure this thing out. But yeah, like that game went by so fast, and it was a 17 strikeout performance. And you see it, yesterday, where it's like you're in the 8th and he has a perfect game going.
Yeah, hits a batter, breaks
Like,
that up.
leaned into it.
Straight up, he might have dipped his elbow a little bit, but I didn't. Straight up, he might have dipped his elbow a little bit, but I didn't feel like it was anything that was deserving of being called out. But we're getting the stream back rolling. Sabrion did the stream crash. Didn't do as well. But we got it back up. We're good. We're good now. Shout out to Lloyd. Well, there could be anything going on outside of that Starlink right now. Don't listen to that, Tom. But we appreciate all of you joining us. But yeah, Gage Wood, obviously electric performance for Arkansas. They will face UCLA tonight, and they are throwing Zach Root, who was obviously pulled early against LSU earlier. LSU also gets the starter out early. Yesterday, it was the bottom of the third when Stump was taken out of that game right after 2 walks to, I think it was Fry. Yeah, Fry was one of them, and then behind him was Milam was the next one. 2 great at-bats to draw a walk, especially Fry's that first one. But through the game, it was a great victory for LSU. Impressive pitching, especially after the rocky start. You tune into the game, the top of the first, it gets a little rocky where you've got the leadoff single where Dickinson fields it. Kind of looks like he's going to flip it to Milam, kind of like they did earlier in the year to flip it to Milam, let Milam throw it out. It doesn't work. The ball hits the ground, safe at first. Then a fielder's choice, which is they got the runner out at second that time, the same little flip. Didn't turn the double play. And then a single, a double that scores one, a single that scores one, a ground out that scores one, and then they end the inning there. UCLA goes up 3-0. They were swinging it well. They were locating the pitch. It was very fastball heavy by Ianson, which was surprising because obviously he loves that breaking ball, but he was fastball heavy, and they were able to put a bat on it and continue to chip away. They were not hard hit balls, really. I mean, that double was probably the best hit of the inning, but I mean, they weren't putting a ton of pressure on LSU. They got runners on, and they were able to score runs. They go up 3-0. And I saw some tweets, get Ianson out of there. Didn't look like he had his stuff. Settle in. That's one of the best pitchers in the country. Let him settle in. And LSU responds. And this is the LSU baseball team that you want to see, where it doesn't feel like Ianson going behind 3-0 is the death knell, like that it's over, because your offense can do what they did in the bottom of the first. You have a ground out, then a Ethan Fry single, then a Milam single, which was a great at-bat to get to that point where you could see he was locating the baseball. He was chipping away. He fouled a couple off, finally found it, roped a single that scores Fry. And then you have another single right after that by Jake Brown that scores Milam. And then, obviously, Jared Jones steps in.
Hey, shout out to the
run.
Tiger contingency, because it was loud in there. I was out on the field. And what we were kind of hoping would happen did happen, where everybody kind of got to their feet, gave him a pat on the back, gave him the, like, hey, we're with you, buddy.
Yeah.
And then he leans back on one, and it was unbelievable.
Pelted off the bat.
If he would have gotten robbed, it would have been an all-time, like, oh, God, I don't know if I'm going to get a hit ever again.
Yeah.
But gets one over the wall, and then I went and sat with the parents, and his dad was unbelievably like, whew. That's all I needed. And we were saying that before the game, like, just find the barrel.
Just needs one.
Do something.
Needed
like,
one.
Just be able to have a good at-bat, and now he looks so much more comfortable in the box. You saw it again today for the, I guess, part 2 of
part 2 of game 2.
Where, like, that laser heat up the middle, like, that's such a different approach that he's had. And that's when he starts finding the barrel and starts being comfortable with who he is and what he needs to do. So, 2 out of 3 big-time swings from Jared Jones.
2 for 4, 2 hits, 4 RBI with a home run. Also draws a walk.
Yeah.
Only 1 strikeout.
And the walk was, 4 pitches? Because you're terrified to pitch to him.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely impressive by Jared Jones. I mean, to go out there, shake back from what – because, I mean, 0 for 5 strikeouts is tough. 1,000%. And so, huge swing of the bat from Jared Jones to find his rhythm, find his footing. Sorry about some of the and tuning in today as LSU, like we said, wins 9-5. I want to start it off by saying shout out to Anthony Ianson. Rough first inning, settled in after there. It sucked that the weather delay happened because LSU had all of the momentum at that point.
And can we say one thing real quick before you get really into it?
Go ahead.
If you want to complain about Jay Johnson and complain about the NCAA tournament or the Jay Johnson Invitational, that's why he does what he does. Because do you not feel robbed of an Anthony Ianson performance?
Not as much that. I mean, like, now you're in a position where you had to go throw Case and Evans 67
That's what I'm saying.
pitches.
You got robbed of Anthony Ives' performance, and then you had to go, like, thank God you're set up the way you're set up.
Yes.
Because Case and Evans, absolute stud. To be able to come in, twice, and then go an extended outing in relief and be nails. Like, LSU shouldn't have been in that position. Anthony Einstein had settled in. He was about to go 6-7 innings. It felt like to me.
He was at 44 pitches through 3.
And before you even get there, the call and response of Einstein giving up 3, LSU puts up 4. Because UCLA was 22-1 when they scored.
27-1.
27-1 when they score in the first inning. Like when they're the first team to score and they go up 1-0, 2-0, whatever. Whenever they're up in a ball game, they win.
Yep.
And LSU comes back and absolutely barrages them 4-3. And now you feel like we're back in the fight because the LSU offense, like it or not, it's been a little bit of a tipping scale. It's been hit or miss. It's been one way or the other. And you see immediately the LSU offense hops on UCLA, and you change the game right back.
Yeah.
And that was.
And the way they handled yesterday's games, there was no reason all day. It's back up. Everyone was talking about it all day, that the rain was going to be an issue. Have an eye out on the rain. This game might get delayed. This might happen. That might happen. All of these things. It was talked about from the get-go. And
It was so avoidable.
it was 1,000% avoidable. You bumped the games up 2 hours.
I'm not even as frustrated about the Case and Evans throwing and you lose Ianson start and you're kind of robbed of that. I'm more frustrated in the fact that this was avoidable.
Yeah, it was 1,000% avoidable. You bumped the 1 p.m. game up to 11, the 6 p.m. game up to 4, and you give yourself a window to get that game done. Like you finished that game if you started at 4 p.m. Now, I don't know the ins and the outs of the rules, but it should be simple enough to just go out there
It needs to be
and play the game earlier.
It needs to be flexible.
There's no reason it's not. There's nothing else going on beside those 2 games.
Yeah.
Bump them up. Fans are here. They're going to show up regardless of the time. Make it happen. And the NCAA didn't. The game gets delayed. I think 7:22 was when the delay officially started, and obviously it resumed this morning at 10:03. And
Which is so out of touch.
it's complete. It's embarrassing on their part that you have no awareness to make that happen. Give yourself a window. You put both teams in a position. Good on LSU for winning, not just to be 2-0. UCLA's got to go play a game tonight and potentially go home.
Like paint the scenario of LSU having to play again tonight. Who are you throwing? Newt?
Yeah.
Because you used what? You used Evans,
you have Ianson threw 44 yesterday,
and
Evans
Shores.
threw 61, Cooper Williams threw 21, Shores threw Shores
you
would be
absolutely
good.
had to win. And yeah, Shores between Case and Evans and Chase Shores, buddy.
Huge.
2 magic moments.
Yes.
And then another magic moment for Bear Jones. But if LSU loses that game, who do you turn to? How many more arms you got?
No, I mean it's
and that's all. And that's only contingent on the NCAA and the way it was set up. You're fucking a team over.
Yeah, both of them, but definitely one. UCLA is in a position today. Caldwell put out the tweet earlier, I think, where it was UCLA came in as on the winner's side, the winner's bracket side today at 1-0, and they could go home tonight.
Yeah.
Which is a complete disservice to the fans,
Arkansas
to
is
the
the big
players,
winner in all of
to
this.
everybody. Of course they are. It's played right into Arkansas's hands. Not that they did it for Arkansas. I'm not saying they have this desire for Arkansas to be in the position.
It's just the way that it was set
It's
up.
just
It's
ended
bizarre.
up working out that Arkansas loses their first game, goes in losers bracket, and ends up in a better position than both LSU and UCLA because the NCAA absolutely failed to handle business. Now, luckily, LSU is not in that position. They went out there. They took care of business today. They had Case
Great
and Evans
win.
step up, 4 1/3, only gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 5 strikeouts, no walks, handled business. On 68 pitches, got through the 4 1/3, came out, the 7th with 1 out. Cooper Williams comes in, gets the 2nd out, gives up those 2 runs that were earned on Evans' part, and then Shores comes in and closes it out.
1 pitch.
Yes, 1 pitch, gets out of that inning, and then Chase Shores goes out and handles business right after that in the top of the 9th to give LSU the win. So, hallelujah that LSU's not in that position because the NCAA absolutely fumbled and failed on behalf of the fans, the players, the coaches, everyone involved. A terrible, terrible job by the NCAA. But
What's
in
the
good
opposite of
news,
2 claps?
Two thumbs down.
Jack's down.
Jack's down.
Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. So it's good that LSU's not in that position, and LSU will be playing what I think it's tomorrow night at 6 against the winner of tonight's game
Yeah.
for Wednesday and then potentially a Thursday if they lose. So
But you're
LSU's
2-0 in a great spot.
and this is the way we've said LSU needed it to be. You want to go 2-0. You want to be in this position where at most you play 4 games. Now UCLA and Arkansas have to, 1, beat each other. One of them's got to win that game. And then 2, they've got to come beat you twice. So you're betting on a team going out there and win 3 games in a row. We've seen that with our own 2 eyes. It's not easy. LSU in 2023 went out and won 3 straight games against Tennessee, Wake Forest. It's not an easy task. And that's the position that UCLA and Arkansas are both in now. So you did your job. You didn't pitch off. You threw Cade. You threw Anthony. You had guys step up like Evans. You handled business. You threw your best. Now it's time, before we get into the game breakdown, looking back at what happened against UCLA, now it's time you need those other guys to step up. You've seen it. It started today. You've thrown your 3 best arms. Now, I do believe 44 pitches, Einson, it's not over yet. But for Evans and Anderson, I would say, just to be safe, probably about it. The pitching today was excellent on LSU's behalf. They did a great job to keep this UCLA, keep base runners off the bases, keep UCLA down, handle business, come out with a win in what was a huge victory for LSU. Sabrion, can I just say the strike zone was horrendous?
Noah was talking about this, and I was trying to give him the
Terrible.
benefit of the doubt. I was, because he was working low, and then it was going both ways, but then it became a little bit, and this has happened all year when it's LSU.
Squeezed Coop?
They started squeezing Coop, had to get that freshman out of there, which is unfortunate because it was all borderline that he was calling on one side and not the other. And I know I never like to blame officiating or umpiring or anything like that, but it became. But look, UCLA went out there, like the coach went out there.
Yeah.
And after that, it changed.
Well, there was a warning on the assistant coach.
Because he went out there and he started to talk about balls and strikes, which is one thing that'll get you thrown out.
Yep.
And they obviously had a very civil conversation, it felt like. And then you see it happen again where Jay goes out there and he's like, you know what, never mind, fuck it. We're just going to go, calm the boys down. Let's go play ball.
Let's play baseball. And that's what LSU did. They went out there, they took care of business, and they get the win 9-5. Like we said, it'll be somebody's got to come beat LSU 2 times. It's hard to not feel confident.
Who's next?
But what I do want to say, this middle infield for LSU, you cannot look at this game that was played. One, I'll say on both ends, UCLA and LSU, especially yesterday, sitting in the press box watching these 2 middle infields go at it, where the UCLA shortstop's making excellent plays. That play he made on Luis's ground ball was excellent. Daniel Dickinson kept making great plays. The play Mila made today, unbelievable. This LSU middle infield is beyond impressive.
Both plays that Mila made, one to close out game 1, and then what he's just done in the middle of the infield with the double play that he turned himself.
Yes.
And Dickinson, they have the wherewithal to get out the way. That's how you know you communicate in the middle infield, because he sees it coming. Hey, is it coming to me or no? No, I see you going for the bag. Get out the way. And Dickinson has a great feel for what Milam's trying to do, because I've said it all year. You have 3 shortstops.
Yeah.
From Braswell to Milam to Dickinson, they all played that position. And Dickinson got fed, the last 3 outs?
Yes.
And cleaned up.
Kept making plays.
And we talked about Bear Jones' defense. It happened again. We were talking about it before the show came on, but during the game, I was like the 90-10 rule, where Bear Jones has an absolute feel for when to go for a ball and when to get back to the bag. And he knows Dickinson's range, and he knows his range. And that makes you can see the confusion sometimes when it happens to other teams.
Yes.
But how comfortable they are defensively and knowing, okay, that's one step too far, I'm going back to the bag, and you could see him cover it. That's a team that is so good defensively that it's a luxury to have right now, but don't take it as a luxury, because not everybody can do that.
Yeah. No, I mean, they
see
can.
Teams that get pressure, get squeezed, like you saw it gets UCLA early. He comes up and misplays the ball in right field that hops up on him, and then you're able to advance the bag. Like, those kind of things, you're taking 90 feet any chance you can get it. And if you give a team an opportunity, they're looking for it. And LSU is certainly one of those merchants that's looking for an extra 90 feet.
Yes. No, I mean, LSU is going to take what's there. They're going to make every play that's there to be made defensively. And then offensively, if you make a mistake, you will pay for it. You will pay for it. LSU makes you
right now.
pay. Yes. They've played excellent. It's hard to look at the way they've played these two games and not feel confident with the way they've played. They've played absolutely excellent. From an offensive standpoint, where you saw, especially in this game against UCLA, where you have singles that bring in runs, you have homers that bring two-out hitting, I thought was excellent in this game. Like, you saw multiple times guys go up to the plate with 2 outs and bring runners in, get on base, make things happen. You saw some really good ABs. I thought Fry put together some really good at-bats for LSU throughout the game tonight. Just go into the first inning with, there's the 2 outs. Let's see. All that was done with 1 out. But still, I mean, they made the plays that were there to be made, even offensively.
Yeah, I think back to your point, the 2 most impressive things we've seen this weekend is them be able to play 2 different types of baseball.
Yeah.
Pitching, defensive, low scoring, and then the next game, wake up, the bats are coming out. And how many did they score today? 9?
9.
I mean, that's impressive to go from 4 to 9. I know Arkansas is good pitching, and 4 is actually really not that low of a number.
You forced Root out too.
Yeah.
And that was a great strategy, and you'll see if it comes to fruition.
Put together good at bats.
Yeah, you'll see if it comes to fruition for Arkansas today, because Dave Van Horn saw it and goes, get him out because we might have to use him again.
Yeah.
And they're using him tonight.
LSU's offense was putting pressure on you all game, and it's like, all right, we'll go to the next one. You had what's his name? Keuchel? Gackle. Come on and absolutely dominate. And LSU was still able to, you put up the 3 spot, then it was 0-0-0-0, get the 1 run. He did it again tonight.
Yes.
Or again this morning. Where it's that Dickinson little 60-degree web shot into right field, was proved to be a difference maker but that's how Omaha plays. We talked about the field. We talked about all the dimensions of it. It plays like a big ballpark, and you're just able to chip one out there. LSU scores an extra run,
and that's 2.
And it gives you breathing room.
That was 2-out hitting.
Yes.
Jones got the leadoff walk.
For all that y'all bitch about the 2-out hitting, they did it tonight.
Hernandez grounded out, got Jones to second. Braswell grounded out, Jones gets to third. And then Dickens singles into right field, just drops a little wedge shot right into right field, scores him in the 3rd inning. Fry walked, Milam walked. It's 2-1. Brown strikes out. Jared strikes out. So it's 2-1, 2 outs. Hernandez steps up, single up the middle, scores Fry. It's 2-out hitting that stepped up for LSU.
It feels like 2 different games.
The bottom of the 4th. Dickinson grounds out. Stanfield grounds out. Curiel steps to the plate, single. Fry walked. Milam singled up middle, score Curiel. Brown singles to right field, scores Fry. Just when the play is there to be made, when LSU needs it, when there's 2 outs, make it happen. And that's what they did. So good on the LSU offense. The LSU defense, like we said, beyond impressive. The pitching has been impressive.
Wow.
What you got?
Vaughns, great stat, 8 for 15 with 2 outs.
That is as good as it gets.
That's clutch city.
As good as it gets. So, shout out to LSU. Shout out to them taking care of business at the plate. That was beyond impressive. Because what they were doing is not only 2-out hitting, they were put together really good ABs with 2 outs. And the way they were doing it was runners on. It used to be, runners left on base. Not tonight. LSU was able to make it happen with the runners on base regardless of how many outs there were. So shout out to them. And then from a pitching standpoint, you've had your guys step up. You've thrown your 3 best arms now. I still think Einstein, there's an opportunity for him to go. Cade is done. Evans probably done. Shores is going to throw 1,000,000 times. He said he can rip his arm off.
He's the Zach Heston.
He's unbelievable, dude.
He just Riley Cooper, throw me again.
Yeah.
And again, you could see Chase Shores tomorrow extended. Because he only threw what?
I was about to ask
11 pitches?
Again.
11 pitches. He throws 10 last night, 11
He's thrown
tonight.
21 pitches, and
He's
they've all
thrown
been
21
electric
pitches.
city.
And they've been massive.
Anyway.
He threw an inning in the 3rd. It was 11 pitches. And so my thought process for going forward, because this is the conversation now. Now that you've shot your 3 best bullets. Now the conversation is who's next? Who's stepping up? Who's going to make it happen for LSU to give them a chance to win one of potentially 2 or just one of 1? Now, they're having the same conversation at UCLA and at Arkansas. Whoever wins tonight, they're going to be having the same convo. It's going to be who's going to step up, who's going to throw. Wood's gone, Root's gone, Stump's gone, whoever's gone. Well, that's correct. Wood, Root, Stump.
But that's what happens when you have to go through that.
Lord have mercy.
That route.
That's crazy.
Whenever you have to go through the losers bracket, it's unbelievable how much you have to try to do.
Yes.
And if you're LSU, like from this perspective, when you look at it, you're going, this is what you wanted to do. You said go 2-0,
yes,
and then figure it out.
Make somebody beat you twice.
It's unfortunate that I have no idea what they're going to do with Ianson, because you've seen, like Jay said it, like he can bounce back quicker than most, and that's why I've been able to use him. You also still have Cade Anderson that you could probably eventually at some point throw at some point.
Yeah,
close
you will
one.
see Cade again.
Yeah.
When I wrote down in the notes after the rain delay yesterday, because Ianson was done, I said I had Evans, Shores, Coop, Newt, Cowan written down. For Tuesday, I said Cowan, Evans, and Shores I thought were going to be the 3 guys that pitches. Instead of Cowan, it ends up being
You
Coop.
saw Cowan getting ready. You saw, obviously, Evans. Like, they talked to all of them.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of boots on the ground reporting. Shout out John Eads for getting
Great job.
and shout out Koki for getting all this out where you're just, like, trying to guess, because that's the biggest conversation about LSU at this point is, like, who's pitching? Who's pitching? They don't
Who's
worry
going to
about
step up?
And then it's Jared Jones. It's one of the 2.
Yes.
And then you see, like, oh, they're fist bumping. They're talking. Like, they just get everybody ready. And you have Case Evans come stellar. And then Cooper Williams gets squeezed. And then 1 pitch, 1 out from Chase Shores.
And then 10 pitches out the inning.
And, like, I wouldn't be surprised.
What I have written down for Wednesday.
If it were me, it's
Newt.
Newt.
I have Newt/Shores tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, that's who you go with. And then I have Ianson in parentheses, because if it's a 5-3 game, 4-3 game, Ianson closes it out.
And then you go Cade. Next one.
Maybe.
No, the next game.
Oh, for Thursday? Yeah. It would be Cade that closes that one out. But yeah, so I mean, I think it's going to be Newt that gets the start.
Oh.
Doorknob.
Oh, get him.
No. We're live. We're live.
No.
We're live. It doesn't count.
I think it's going to be Newt that goes and Shores behind him. But what do I know?
Yeah.
But I did have a really good guess because I thought it was going to be Evans today.
And it was.
But I think a lot of people probably thought that. So I think Shores could get the nod. I think Newt, Shores, and Cowan are the 3 most likely guys for you to see tomorrow.
Do you think you see Cowan start again? You saw it. You saw it one time, where he came and it wasn't the best success. You haven't seen him in a while.
I mean, potentially, because I think it could work of Jay's mindset of Cowan through the lineup once or twice, and then Shores, where you're looking at 90
Like speed change,
off speed, and then 101
change
by
up
your
to
face.
100. And
yes.
dude, the electricity when it's almost like people are blown away. Like even LSU fans that have seen it all year, but they're like, "Oh God!" And even in the booth, they're going, "It's 102 miles an hour." Like it's electric to see. Like it kind of changes the dynamic of the game, because you're like, "Holy shit! Here comes 101," and it's just kind of like Rick Vaughn in Major League when he comes out the pen. You're like, "Oh shit!"
Yes, no, 1,000%. I get 100%. That's
like,
exactly
it gives
right.
you chills.
Yes, and so I think you maybe that's the conversation, and then Newt could still go on Thursday.
20 pitches.
I think Cowan, because I have Newt, Shores, Cowan, Ianson for tomorrow. I would say Cowan gets to start, Shores after him, eat up innings, Ianson to close it, and then on Thursday, it would be Newt that gets the start, and hopefully he extends, and then you might see Anderson close it or somebody else step in and step up.
So LSU plays tomorrow, correct?
Yes, that's set in stone. LSU will play tomorrow night against the winner of tonight. That was my original thought, was Newt to Shores.
Yeah.
But I do think, just from Jay's thought process standpoint of Cowan.
Yeah, I mean, he got go. Now I'm with you, because you saw Cowan get going, get like moving, and that makes me think he's going to pitch, and so he'll probably start.
Yeah, that's what I just see it from the standpoint of.
Can I have a hand up moment real quick?
Come on,
William Schmidt.
Andrew Messina in the chat. Let's get weird and start Schmidt.
Hey, Jay Mitch said the same thing. He was like, why not Schmidt here? And dude, there's pros and cons to both of it because you want to be able to find the strike zone and see what it is first, it feels like. Like, if you're LSU, you're trying to find out what the parameters are because if Schmidt comes in, you don't want to go walk,
No.
2 guys on first inning, and you're like, all right, next to the pin. But if he figures it out, man,
It'll
he
be
could
massive.
be as good.
I think if he pitches,
He's on the Kate Anderson track.
I think if he pitches, it would be to close out like the
Right,
end
I
of the
would like
game.
but I would like to see him pitch.
That'd be awesome.
Whew.
But I don't foresee that happening.
Me either, but I just want to throw the wild card
But
out
it's
there.
time. Like, this is the moment.
This is when you do. This is what game 3 figure it out, and game 3 figure it out.
When you sit back and you think about 2023, and you see
Nate Ackenhausen,
Nate
goes
Ackenhausen.
6, Shuddy.
Griffin Herring, like those guys, Thatcher Hurd, the guys that stepped up. This is the time. Like, somebody's about to make their name.
It's Chase Shore so far.
Like, so far it's been Chase Shores, but he had some of the attention preseason. But like, tomorrow's the time where he could like stamp it, like official.
God.
Like, it's not. This wasn't 10 pitches. This was 60.
But Casey Evans did
7
today.
innings. Yes, definitely.
I mean, we were both watching it together, obviously, in here in this bed, and
No,
yep,
No.
and yep,
it
and
was
well,
you and Christian.
it was Christian Power
No,
Bottom.
I was over there. I was at the foot of that bed. I was not in bed with either one of y'all. Tonight we might be though.
You're sleeping in the chair.
Fuck.
Right there.
Go skiing.
I'm used to that chair.
The cup chair.
Yep.
Why would you? I did, you know, I was thinking before. I wonder if it's gonna get said, and I was like, no, I don't think it'll come up. But
it's getting sad.
sad.
some of the people in the chat, we've got. Let's see.
Was not picking my nose. I was scratching it.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Well,
I
pick
love
my
you
nose all the
guys,
time.
but this is the most awkward sports show I've ever watched. I don't understand why this is awkward.
I think this is the most comfortable I've been during.
This
one of
is.
our shows.
I feel like this. I mean, we were really mapping out setups. Like, we were in the hotel room. We're looking. We should face
There's
the
nowhere
window.
else to go.
There's really no room
I
for
could
us
jump
to
on
set
the
up
bed. Would you rather that?
anywhere
Oh, yeah,
else.
let me soak.
Should I jump on the bed? Let me get up.
Now it's all. No, get down. No, this is gonna get taken off of YouTube. Like, get down. Get back comfortable. But there's not a lot of room here, and this is a better setup than we had previously. My God.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually room in the room, but there was no other way to set up the
And I
stu-
mean,
the
you know
setup.
who I am.
What does that mean?
I want to get in the bed.
Oh wait, fair enough. You're tired. You're a tired boy. Paul Zuring, what we say, boy, is going to stream from the casting couch next.
We've already
That's
done the
about what it
casting.
looks like
We
in
already
our
did the
video.
casting couch. We did that at the bus, the big bus.
did.
But it's funny. We got Pillow Talk with Tingle and Co. Nice.
Oh,
Bada bing, bada. That's from our guy Matt. And bada bing, bada boom. Tingle and Co. More like in the bed with Tingle and Co. And then what else do we
Pillow
have?
and Co.
Say Brown and Green in between the sheets with Tingle and Co.
Oh, Tingle and Calm.
Then we had our God, jeez. Caden on Twitter. First of all, Nate says, "Why does this feel so intimate?" and puts it out.
Yo, come get in bed with me.
And then Caden says,
Freaky ass.
"We appreciate you guys tuning in. We just enjoyed some baseball."
If you don't like, yeah, I mean,
Lance James.
who
said
else
it's-
is doing it like this?
Lance James said it's only awkward because Noah's not in the bed.
That's right, dude. I tried to get him in the other bed, and I was going to put Christian in the cup chair. And
That's
he's
not
like,
what this one is.
this
is a rolling
He goes,
chair.
I can't do it in the bed. I can't do it in the bed. Mr. Serious over there.
I just didn't feel comfortable.
You should hear him on the phone trying to talk to Expedia after we're out $1,000. We got absolutely put against the barrel, and now we're trying to figure out one more time. Shout out to your father.
Yes, we walk in. So just some backstory away from the game.
This is how we ended up here.
We decide yesterday we were just hanging out. We were like, we're
You
already.
did.
Which one?
Just
talking
like,
about the
I'm
hotel.
staying. Oh,
yeah. I looked at Lloyd. I was like, look, because my plan was going to be ride back in the party box today.
But then there
And
was no
then-
show.
There's going to be no show, and I was going to just come back. I was just going to fly back out here for the championship series when LSU makes it. And then I was like, well, if that's going to, I was like, I'm already here.
We're already here. We did the hard
I
part.
paid for 2 flights, and you can just pay for 1.
Right.
And so I'm looking. I find a hotel. Pictures look decent. I was
Oh.
like, okay. I showed Lloyd the pictures. Lloyd was like, I don't care. I was like, okay. So I look at the pictures. I was like, this
I've
is
been evicted twice.
This is in our price range. It'll work. Man, was I
It
wrong?
was as bad.
We walk in. First off,
The TV doesn't work.
We walked into the hotel itself, and it literally felt like you're walking
You went
into
to a prison.
Like it felt like a prison.
We were
And
in like the commissary.
Yes, it smelled.
You have to check
terrible.
in to check in.
We're in
It
the
smelled like
screening
cum.
room.
Like we literally walk in, and it's all closed down. You have to dial 500 to call to get help at the desk.
It was insane.
So I was like, okay. She finally comes and helps us. She gives us the keys. The payment. Gets
Nicest
screwed up.
lady of all
She was
time.
very nice, but the payment gets screwed up. I get charged twice. We got that handled this morning, so I was pissed.
That one's been on the phone for 48 hours
I
and
was
24.
pissed when that happened. So I walk back up into the room. I'm mad about the money deal. And then we open the door, and the beds aren't made.
It looked
They're
like they
pushed
shot
away
a,
from the
they
wall.
looked like they shot a
The
pornography in
TV's
there.
away from the wall. Everything's disheveled.
There's cum on the sheets.
There's no soap in the bathroom. Like, it was a wreck. And it smelled awful.
Awful.
And so
Smell
then
like cigarettes.
I'm back on the phone, and I'm mad about this. I'm figuring out the Expedia thing. They tell me to go back down. So I go downstairs. She was like, I'm just going to leave a note for my boss. I was like, whatever.
She gives me the Wi-Fi code to no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we try to
She's
get
wrote down
Wi-Fi.
a bunch
Doesn't
of
work.
things.
Letters and numbers.
It's a hieroglyphic.
So then Lloyd goes down there and be like, no, I'm going to go handle this.
I
He comes
did.
back up. He was like,
She's
well, I
too
wanted to be
nice.
angry. She was too nice.
She was so sweet.
She was very nice. They were very nice people over there. It's just a terrible hotel.
And then the drag queen that runs the shop was like, oh, room 214 was marked as do not disturb.
Then I go down there today. They got the payment deal figured out. And so my decision was, because last night I was like, look, we're not staying here more than one night.
Yeah, he
Like,
was
we're
in
getting out of
full
this-
dad mode.
We're getting out of this hotel. I'm not staying in this hotel. I didn't
like
feel
that.
safe. I didn't like it. It was nasty. We're getting out of here.
It's my kind of dungeon.
And then I'm figuring out, this morning I wake up, we get the money situation figured out. I call Expedia. I'm trying to get the thing canceled.
You know,
They're like, well, you have to go through.
they don't even have a real phone
don't
number.
even have a phone number
It's
because it's terrible.
It's a
Not
front
good.
for a
No bueno.
drug coliseum.
And so then I go down there again. I'm talking to him again. He's like, we don't do refunds during College World Series week. And he shows me a sign. I was like, well, I didn't book here. But I didn't go through your website. I didn't book at the counter. I booked through Expedia. I paid for the protection plan.
Oh,
Shut up. To make sure I could cancel because I
it's
figured
Christian's Mint.
even if LSU loses early, we were going to need to cancel and leave. And they don't let me cancel. They won't give me a refund. So I'm calling Expedia. I'm like, y'all got to figure this out because y'all didn't tell me there was no refunds. I need a refund. They couldn't get in touch with the people.
And then
whatever.
they can't get in touch with the people, and Noah's like, can you just, like, I have you on the phone there right
Can
here.
I
Like,
hand
we
you
can't-
off?
We can't do that. And it's like, this is a fucking racket.
It was absolutely terrible.
We got racketeered.
So I'm talking to my dad.
I love a good fucking, like, grift, and we got grifted.
We got grifted. But we got to give 2 claps to Mr. Casey Tingle. Ready? Shout out to my dad. I called him last night at about midnight to get this all off my chest and to map out a plan. I'm a plan guy. So once that place was shot, I was like, I need some sort of direction for where this is going. So the plan was we're going to cancel.
I just unplugged the
get
phone.
the refund. Yeah, I know.
I've left that thing worse than it was before.
Cancel, get a refund, get a new hotel. So I call my dad. He's like, we'll get that handled. I was like, okay. Well, shout out to Casey. Got us this spot for the next 2 nights. Then we got to go back there because I can't get the refund, so we're still paying for the room.
Yeah.
So we've got
So
this.
if you need a place to stay, what's the name of it?
Well, I'm not going to throw them completely.
I'm just
under
saying,
the
room
bus.
214's open.
Yeah. And
If you
so-
want to go into that
it's
fucking
unbelievable.
trap house,
And so we're going to be here living it up for
smoke
2
some
nights.
backwoods in the
It
bathroom.
is shelter.
And then we're going to find our way back over there.
Seeking shelter.
And we'll try to see if somehow we can go live. And do
With
a
the
show.
juxtaposition of us being feet on the ground in Omaha, on the field, to an absolute, like, heroin den.
Well, I thought there was, as great as the party box is, I thought
Well, they're leaving. They're gone.
Right. I was like, but I can't wait to be in like a room with a bed and
Oh.
like a shower and a bathroom. I'm not walking across the casino parking lot to go take a
I
shower.
liked all of that.
It was cool, but like I was ready to be in a room like this. And this is
Dude,
not
I
what
was
we
turned
were
into
in.
a full-on lot lizard.
It was
Christian
just,
started walking across shirtless. I saw a guy with a, like, barrel chest.
y'all are
Just,
not
like, you
using
could have
lot
cut him
lizard
open and
correctly.
beer just would have poured out. And he was just like, how we doing? It's like, you're just shirtless in the lot? He's like, yep.
Yep.
And then Christian's like, I want to do that.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
I was about to go out there in my underwear, but I was like, it might be too
Oh, no,
far.
then you stole somebody's flip-flops and shit your pants.
We don't need to get into that part.
But
If you want to know about ingenuity, There was no toilet paper
We'll
in
tell
the
you in
bathroom.
person. If you find us,
No, I'll tell you
we'll
right
tell
now.
you in person.
No,
let's not.
There was no toilet paper.
Oh my
But they
God.
had the seat covers for the toilet seat. So Lloyd, I was like, hold on, let's take a look. Went around, grabbed 10 of them, got them, moistened them up. And then I had made myself my own wet wipes. Christian was like, oh, I didn't see there was no toilet paper, so I just kind of skedaddled. And I was like, so you just shit in your pants? And he's like, kinda, yeah. Then,
took a shower right after
then I waffle stomped it all down the drain.
That's not what I said.
So, like, 10 years does mean something. I got tenure, Ricky.
Oh, my word.
Shout out to GoMart.
But shout out to GoMart and the Wardos for getting us here to Omaha. It is still great, and right now we're actually in a livable room, and we're feeling comfortable. Man, what a morning it had been, Lloyd's. Whatever.
Just kind of skedaddle.
What a week it's been, Sabrion. If the party box is gone, how are y'all getting home, or did
We
I
don't
miss
know
something?
yet.
I'm gonna fly. I'm getting a plane ticket.
I'm just going to stay.
I'm getting out of here.
I might live here now.
Lloyd might just stay in Omaha. Everyone's going to find their way home, essentially. So, we appreciate you guys joining us. But yeah, LSU wins 9-5. LSU gets the W. They're 2-0. Tigers. Tigers.
We'll be back out there tomorrow.
The whole hotel will let them know. Yeah, LSU plays again. We'll be back on the field. And we get one more night in here. Tomorrow's going to be a great day.
We're going to be okay now.
Tomorrow's going to be a great day. Now, Thursday,
End of the plug, come through.
hopefully Thursday, like, it's going to suck if there's no baseball game Thursday or Friday. And we just have to
We're going to the
pass.
zoo.
We have to pass time at the Wood Suites.
No, we're going to the zoo. I'll jump in the cage.
Brian
We
Burgess.
need to go to the zoo.
Yeah, we'll check out the zoo. We'll fill the day up
We need
with
to
some stuff.
clean our clothes too.
Yeah, if I hear you
because
say
you got
that
shit in your
one more
pants.
I
That's
said
why
clean, I
he's
didn't
worried
say
about it. He
wash
brought
this
one
time.
pair of underwear and it's covered in shit.
No, I brought more than you, buddy. Well, mister, I brought one pair of socks and I'm still wearing them. Show him your socks. Oh, no. You know what they say about not wearing socks in bed, right?
No.
Huge dick.
No.
Lord have mercy. Andrew Messina's show in the morning. Yeah, we're going to leave the setup
I don't
up
know
like
what's
this.
going to happen, brother.
We're going to leave the setup just like this. And we'll do the show again in the morning.
I don't
We
know if we'll be back
appreciate
on this
y'all.
microphone. There's
Nephew,
nothing-
no, you're not going to stay for the duration. No, yes, we are. We have a
We
hotel
have to.
room. We have a hotel room.
We got the trap house
Through
and the
next
real house.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now, if we stay there, that's to be determined. But we're good. We're covered.
Yeah, I turned a 60 gram to a 100 gram real quick.
But LSU
At the
gets the
Homewood
win.
Suites.
We're going to make sure we watch closely. Arkansas versus UCLA tonight. You'll find out who LSU plays. It's only 2 p.m.
It feels like it's 2 a.m.
Like it's the middle of the night. LSU will play the winner of tonight's game
Thank
tomorrow.
God they don't play tonight.
Oh, my gosh. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jay.
Be a nice evening to relax in a nice hotel room. I think there's a little strip mall right there. We can go get
Beat
some
off.
food, whatever.
I kind of want to go to the game.
Oh, God.
Arkansas, UCLA.
We're 30
yeah.
minutes away
Yeah, well, why not?
because I was watching it right here on this television.
Yeah,
I love
enough.
Inside.
We're in Omaha.
We do
I'm
need to
only
go to-
going now. I don't care about those other
We
teams.
do need to
That's when I
go
watch
to
LSU.
a Walmart, though. We do need to go to Walmart. There's some things we need to get.
We
We need to get some
Well,
Febreze.
because they took all the snacks. The Go-Marts, our rations are taken
No, we left them.
on the bus.
And so,
I've got nothing to eat,
LSU gets it
nothing
done.
to drink. I need a
LSU
whiskey.
will be back tomorrow.
Saddest sign-off ever.
LSU won.
Tigers, Tigers.
Hunter Hall says steakhouse reservations, buddy. If you want us to go to a steakhouse,
You reserve
we're
it.
going to need a super chat. We're going to need a Venmo and the whole deal.
We're
Feel
please-
free. Our
please
Venmo
help.
is in our link tree. Feel free to donate
We
to the
basically
cause
have cancer.
to make sure we push through
It's
the
a
rest of the
Make-A-Wish
weekend.
trip now.
Feel free to donate. Feel free to super chat the whole deal. It would be very nice to help us get through.
Oh, Hunter Hall on an all-time heater, by the way.
Yeah, he's
Gambling
killing it.
is
Well, of course, he's
absolutely-
attached to LSU now.
Yeah, well, Him and SEC Unfiltered, there's LSU fans.
Yep.
Like, that's all that happens.
That's how it goes.
Sorry about it.
That's how it goes. But
Fans with a podcast.
that's us.
Enjoy the Yankees.
Yeah, have fun. Hunter Hall, what happened to the party box? Those guys are older.
They got kids.
They
Like,
gotta
that's
go.
why you don't get married or have kids, because then you have to leave, like, a dream situation.
No. But
Tingle, go.
dude, our viewers have kids and stuff.
Yeah, but they're not in Omaha. You have to make your. There's, priorities in life. Like Jay Johnson, it's baseball first. Lloyd Courtney, baseball first.
Two different baseballs here.
No, same baseball.
Same baseball.
Do my deal.
Randy Jones, y'all set as iconic today. The only thing that could make it better would be kinfolk.
Oh my God, he
No.
would be the most comfortable here.
Insufferable.
Dude,
It's not a ceiling fan for him.
Golly. Jeez Louise. But, yeah, good day. LSU gets the win. We appreciate you guys joining us.
This is so much fun.
Thank y'all for,
cut us
Should we do
down.
it 24 hours?
no.
Why?
Just you just watch you
Just
sleep.
yeah.
Really
yeah.
gonna-
I mean, it's fine with me. I'm going to be in this bed by myself.
Well, I'll be with Christian.
You and Christian over there. Y'all have fun.
I'm blinking for help.
He's doing Morse code.
What's
Help.
it saying?
It says please help.
What do you think his Morse code said?
Kay Adams.
Fair enough.
Yes, Kay, pull up.
Yeah, I'm kicking you out.
Paul Zarang, I'd cuddle up to Justin and hold his hand all night.
Oh, I'd love Justin here too. I'd love to sleep with him.
We know.
Hold his hand. That's crazy.
I hope he's not watching right now.
Matt says 24-hour stream. Let's go. It's
That would
not
be
happening.
awesome, dude.
It's not happening.
Oh,
But we will have a show tomorrow morning, and then we'll have a post-game show. Everything right back here after the game tomorrow.
Paul's right. Got called to Justin to hold his hand.
They also want another walk and talk. We can do that. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. We'll walk around. We'll stroll around the block here at the hotel. But we appreciate you guys joining us today.
Christian hit on one of the guys' wives.
What?
What? Who? Wait,
That
who
poor
said that in
girl.
chat?
Fonz.
Fonz. Everyone. I want to know what everyone thought of Christian's video yesterday.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God, a view merchant.
He's so happy.
So upset.
So happy.
I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
You were right there. You just missed out on it because you were too busy talking to everybody. That's okay. You were networking. I appreciate it. You just didn't get to get the clip like Christian did. Because Christian was just like following my footsteps.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it's
well, I
like
walk around
the
a little
what's the parable? Like whenever there's two sets of footprints, that's when I was walking behind Jesus. When there's only one, that's when you carried me. That's Noah for Christian.
That's Noah for the
This
show.
whole thing. It's so sad that I'm 10 years older than you and have no say in any of this. I'm just like, yeah, dude, whatever we want to do, we're good.
We were talking about it last night.
No,
because
we've
wondered-
talked about it the last 2 nights. Like, thank you, buddy. He's like, I don't know what else to do. I was like, I don't know what to do either. But keep
Keep it on.
keep driving.
'Cause
I'll
Lloyd
be
was
here
like-
for the ride.
Lloyd was like trying to convince me that like he brings something to the table. I was like, buddy, I know.
Just want to let you, don't leave
It's
me.
like I wouldn't be doing this.
I have to do this with Rebecca also. Like, hey, we're doing good, right?
Like I wouldn't have chosen to do this show with you if you didn't bring something to the table. Because I could do this by myself.
I got this paid for. I got this ride here. I didn't
There
get
you
this
go.
ride back.
I appreciate it.
Shout out TG.
And I was like, but I was also, me and Eads were talking about it the
Oh,
other day
Eads
as well.
is so funny.
Because I was
He's
like,
in purgatory. He wants to do this. He wants to be right here.
Yeah, or probably.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, it really feels like everyone over there knows their role. He was like, because where are Christian and Lloyd right now? I was like, they're at a tailgate. He was like, and me and you were in the press box. I was like, yeah, I mean, somebody's
Got to do
work.
something.
And so he's like, man, y'all really know your roles well. He was like,
Top down.
people don't really understand, but it works. It
Yeah,
works.
thank you. It does.
It works. You need your straight edge,
Yep.
and then you need your
Guy
wild
that
man.
throws up in the shower every
Yeah,
morning.
and then you have Christian. So
Who's pooping. Himself.
waffle stomping.
Waffle
I did
stomp.
not walk. No, I didn't. I'll stand on that.
He gave his
I did
ex's
skedaddle
credit-
that.
he
I
gave-
You did
skedaddle.
stand on it in the shower.
I
He
did
gave his
skedaddle
ex's
it.
credit card number today.
Yeah, I mean, I had to clean myself in the shower. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. I mean, it wasn't enough to waffle stomp.
God.
But
Get the loofah.
we appreciate all of y'all for tuning in and hanging out with us. We will be live tomorrow morning for a show, and we'll be back.
I'll be right
live
back.
after
We're
the
doing
game.
exactly like this.
It'll look exactly like this. It will.
Maybe Christian, I will switch spots so I could be closer to the board.
That would probably be smart.
Yeah, but I like it on this side.
Maybe I'll
I want to be close to the door so I can defend us.
Maybe you just come sit by me. Just come sit by me.
Yeah, just go over there.
Yeah.
He's actively inviting you to go hop in the bed with him.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of charm to myself. I get it.
Do you?
Oh
Do
my
you?
gosh. Safety. Someone farted.
Not I. Nose goes.
Red.
Oh, it's
Oh, Christian, you're last. You got to pay the bill.
I said the color.
What does that mean?
That doesn't make
You have
what?
to say the color. Yeah.
Of what?
Hey, add a PayPal to the link tree. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, please.
We'll do.
We'll do.
Absolutely.
We'll take care of
I'll
that.
give you my wiring account. I'll put my checking account in there. We're dead in the water.
Feel free to donate, guys.
Yeah, feel free to donate.
Feel free to help us out.
This is a mission trip now.
Essentially. I mean, we have a lot of days left. I didn't really realize.
How? Yeah, you made what I say. Sometimes you take big swings. This is a big
Sometimes
swing.
you have to take big swings.
To gamble.
Yeah, and we can gamble. You can't get in.
You can't. No, he can't. Sometimes you have
Stop
to take big
jerking off.
swings.
No, I
What
was
are you
rolling dice. I was rolling dice.
Sure,
I was
that's what
rolling
they all say.
dice.
Rolling
You have a dirty
dice.
mind.
He's
Your
going
brain
skiing.
Are you adding a PayPal?
Let me throw a splinker.
There's our link tree right there. Feel free to donate because we are here for the next week. Like we have a whole week.
We've been cutting pizza
left.
into halves,
Rationing,
into quarters.
yes. Yes, there have been some pizza rations, but no, we've now
Well,
hit
we say that Noah-
9,500 subscribers on YouTube.
9,000.
9,500.
It's the biggest stream.
It's the best stream.
It's the best stream. Where
He
else
said,
do you get
"Wow, I can
Tingle
hear
and
your
Go?"
wow, I can hear your stream.
Oh, it's so powerful.
That means it's healthy.
It's like you're frying chicken."
Whenever you have a strong stream, it means it's healthy, apparently.
Mine it looks like blood. I need more range fit.
Shout out to Ranger, man. Shout out to Tommy G, Go Martin Wardos, taking care of us.
And we need a new roof.
And if you need a new roof, we need a new roof
We
at
need
our
a roof
hotel.
over our head.
Right here. CAS Roofing and Advising. Our guy, Pierce Patterson. I think it's 9100619 is the number, I believe. Hope that's right.
9106.
Yep. And then we got
19.
AJ Sports Cards. That way.
That
Right
way.
there. Right there. Range Fit. And All About Inflatables. Shout out to our sponsors. Thank you all.
Oh, this how you do
And
it.
all
I'll
of
put
you
the
for
roof
taking
over
care
the
of us.
roof.
Got a roof over the roof. There you go. Randy Jones, legendary Lloyd, having the time of his life.
I really am. I'm going to die in about
Carl
3
Dunn, y'all need
years.
to find Todd Graves. I'm about to send Lloyd off to do some work. What else do we have? Have y'all talked about the Coach O video? I think. Oh, we haven't. We haven't talked about it yet.
With the 2 claps?
Yeah, 2 claps ready. I mean,
Whoa.
folded that guy.
Folded.
Roll Tide, Coach.
What was that, boy?
Really, bro? Really?
Really?
Why you had to do
You going
that?
to say that to me?
I mean, come on. Would you go up to Coach
He
Nick Saban?
was
Would you go up to Coach Nick Saban and say,
so
"Roll
intimidated.
Tides"?
He didn't even have to say that. He's shirtless on the beach.
Dude.
He looks like a fucking.
All he had
I
to do
mean,
was the.
Yeah, it was
That guy
terrifying. I was scared
folded.
for him
He fell apart.
because if you don't
So
know
fast.
who you're talking to, there's stories of legend of Coach O turning people into hamburger meat, and that guy was about to be minced, and he was just like, "Oh,
Dude.
yeah,
It was
how many
literally.
tongues you got to choke
It
on,
was
cuz?"
Jonathan talking to Jacques
John-
Doucet. Lloyd Cushenberry. Like,
And why is it Lloyd Cushenberry?
absolutely
Folded.
folded that guy. Like a Coach O crumble. And shout out to Coach O.
Coach
for
O's an
still-
alpha.
He is. Like watching that video reminded me of why
Well, I
I wanted
love
it to
him.
work so bad.
God.
Like I want you to be the guy because he loves LSU.
Yeah, that like struck a nerve.
It pissed
It's
him
him
off.
off. He still thinks about LSU all the time.
Really, boy? You got to say that.
What?
Would you go up to Coach Nick
Could
Saban
you
and say,
imagine
"Roll Tides"?
Coach O walking
Coach,
by
look
you
with
and
respect, Coach. Like I
No, that's
I
not
didn't
no
mean it
respect.
like
that way no
No
respect. Could you imagine Coach O walking by you or doing his little jaunt and then turning back around and like, oh fuck, like what else? You're like, I'm
and you
cooked.
can't run away because
No.
No, there's not. Yeah, I mean, O will catch you. He runs all the time. That's all he does is run.
Him and Ray Baker.
Like you
Gotta make friends with the sun.
cooked him. It was
That
awesome.
was terrifying.
It was awesome. That was one of the best pieces of content that's come out the last couple of days. So it was awesome. You still doorknob.
Oh gosh.
It was
Get him,
you.
get him,
it
get him,
wasn't.
get him, get him, get him, get him. No, not like that.
I've got a broken pinky.
Oh,
What's
two
happening?
broken pinkies. Come on, boy.
You can't go around that camera, boy. You can't get around that camera.
It's off camera.
Oh, come back. I got the door now.
Oh my gosh! He knocked the camera down. I mean the light down.
All right, we love y'all.
We love y'all very much. Thank you for
Room
tuning
222 if you want to come see us.
No, we're not. That's not our room number.
6969.
Let's see. Does this change colors?
You want me to mute it?
Oh, make it red. Yeah, the horny way. Play my theme music.
Play my darn theme music. You can just mute it, Christian. Where's my phone
But
at?
it apparently doesn't work.
It doesn't. Don't say anything.
In the stream.
Oh wait, yeah. Let me pull up the.
Let's go. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Come kick with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the jet. Yeah, shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big 4, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby.